Okay, hello everybody. Today's date is September 13th, 2015. It's Sunday. Hold on a second. This is a prediction video, and it applies for the next week, no matter where I'm at, period. I make prediction videos as a security, they're part of my security protocols, strategies that I implement in order to protect myself as a result of me being an organized gang stalking target. And I highly recommend, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say something here for other organized stalking, gang stalking, targeted individuals that are experiencing this crime. If you can afford it, okay, buy a tape recorder, preferably a tape recorder that you can put a microcard in the side of, like this one, and buy a camera. Even if you got to start out with just a cheap camera. And then when you start your day, I strongly suggest you buy rechargeable batteries too, so you don't go through a lot of money buying batteries for the tape recorder and for the camera. Now, bear with me also another second here. I'm making this video to help you and to inform the public and educate the public about what us organized stalking, gang stalking, targeted individuals have to live through on a daily basis. But make no mistake about it, what I'm going to state in this video is nothing compared to what we experience and can experience. This video is being made for a specific purpose, but backtracking just for a second, this tape recorder has got a USB connector connected to it, but it's not your average connector. It's one of the bigger ones. Now, if you go to Walmart or stores like electronic stores like Fry's or Circuit City or whatever, you should be able to find a cord that's got this type of plug-in. Buy the cord, and then buy a battery charger that you can get, like for cell phones. You can get those at CVS. You can get those at CVS, Walmart's, pretty much anywhere nowadays. And that way you can use a phone charger to charge the tape recorder, so you don't end up going through endless batteries, because we all know how expensive batteries are. Now, the reason why I'm stating this, like the reason why I'm literally detailing as much as I am, is because it's my intention to help you survive. And if they've already made you homeless, your main money's got to go to shelter, a tent, and food, and bus fare. So, when you can afford to buy the charger and the USB connector, the cable to it, do that so you don't go through a lot of money in batteries. Now, my name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. What I do is make video predictions, email predictions, because video predictions, when you make a video, okay, even if you haven't got it uploaded yet to YouTube, because once you upload a video to YouTube, the published date of that YouTube video being uploaded will prove that you made a prediction that hasn't happened yet. And then, if what you predict comes true, try and catch that at least on your tape recorder. Tape recorders run by date and time. Also make predictions in email files. I'm talking about predictions concerning being falsely arrested, intentionally, creatively assaulted. If specific words and phrases are being said around you before you start your day in an isolated area, make predictions about what might be said around you. Make predictions about what kind of harassment you might endure, and you know what kind of harassment that you're enduring. Now, if you're being subject to organized stalking, gang stalking, physical gestures, we all know that for the most part, they will sensitize you to physical gestures that everybody makes. So, you know, even though I've caught 7 different individuals admitting that they were putting my physical presence to engage in these physical gestures. And to just give you an example of one video showing 3 teenagers admitting it, go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Catches Gang Stalker Admitting Sent to Harass, Read Comments." Okay? I've caught 4 other individuals, actually 5. One just recently admitted that an older person brought him in 7-Eleven to say "suck my you-know-what" around me. Absolutely. I haven't uploaded that yet because it's pretty irrelevant. Because, for one, I'll never be able to find the person. Some young kid, they got to do it, and his friend. So that occurred at 7-Eleven. I go there about 97% of the time when I go downtown to go to the law library. I usually go directly from there to 7-Eleven to get lunch. Then we'll cross the street and eat the lunch. And they're now propping up people to stand around me that are engaging in illegal behavior, if you know what I mean. So, my name is Leslie Williams, and that is actually the purpose of this video. Now, I know that it was intentionally done downtown because the individuals that were engaging in this social deviant illegal behavior around me as I was eating lunch had engaged in organized stalking, gang stalking, gaslighting activities before they approached the area where they sat down at, and then they did it periodically as they were sitting there. And, well, actually, they were doing it periodically as I was leaving. So, this is what I do to prove what I'm enduring. Now, if you don't think about this. I predicted 5 assaults. Go to YouTube and type in learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus. That's me being assaulted on an MTS bus. The video MTS sent me is altered. The police report concerning that assault was falsified and facts were omitted, left out. Now, go into the description of that YouTube video and then scroll down towards the bottom of it. Read everything, obviously, but scroll down towards the bottom of it. There's 2 blog URL links in the description of that YouTube video. Click on the second one. When you open it up, when it opens up, scroll down towards about 75% into the blog and you'll see a small attached PDF link titled Assault 11. And what that is a printed out scanned email file showing that I predicted not only the assault, but where it would take place at on public transportation. And I predicted 4 other ones as well. So when you look at how maybe, hopefully one day, if you implement this strategy and me, we might be able to find the right lawyer. Maybe even, hopefully, which I'm saying that knowing that it will never happen, but you never can tell. A police officer who might be uncorrupted, you can take all this evidence, undisputable, undeniable evidence that you're being gang stalked, to a lawyer, and you at least might be able to get help that will stop the gang stalking, or at least minimize it to the point to where it's bearable, to where you can at least have some quality of life left. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. They literally made me homeless by stealing my rent out of the mail that was mailed, certified mail return receipt. And I'm going to tell you another thing as well. If you're a seasoned, educated, targeted individual of this crime, then I'm sure you're aware by now that security guards of business plazas, banks, anywhere you go, can participate in any staged event or accusation that can be brought about around you concerning you, so they can ban you from the property, search your property, or aid and abet in having you falsely arrested, or at least a falsified police report. So be very careful when it comes to security guards. Never trust them about anything, no matter how nice they might be acting towards you. Absolutely. And I'm predicting it right now concerning the plaza where my P.O. box is at in La Jolla. Okay? And any other business or library or college campus or whatever. If at any time any security bans me from any property of any business, especially where my P.O. box is located at in La Jolla, it will be directly connected to organized stalking, no matter how it's brought about, no matter what event, no matter what staged event, staged complaint, staged accusation is brought about concerning it. It will be nothing but a staged event directly connected to organized stalking. I have caught massive amounts of gang stalking happening in the businesses and even in the post office, in that plaza where my post office is at CBS, the Radio Shack when it used to be there, me sitting outside of Pete's coffee shop. Absolutely. So, you know, I've had security guards at specific locations gaslight me. So I've had them gaslight me in my older bank, the bank I used to have. And, well, have I been gaslighted by current bank employees concerning where my bank's at now? You know, my name is, so all you gotta do, if you're a citizen and don't know about this crime, all you have to do is go to Google and extensively research gang stalking in security guards, gang stalking in police, gang stalking in businesses, gang stalking in libraries, gang stalking in universities, gang stalking in public transportation, gang stalking creating homelessness of targets, gang stalking in lawyers even, because even lawyers can be brought in on board on gang stalking, because this is organized crime in the system at the federal, state, and local level. And where do you think lawyers make their livelihood at? In the courts, in the system. Judges as well as doctors, nurses, police officers, firefighters, all these descriptions, teachers, librarians, libraries, all these descriptions can be cross-referenced to first organized stalking, and then go back and cross-reference each description to gang stalking. And look at what comes up. Investigate it at Google and then also at YouTube. Look at what targets are saying. Post offices including mail theft and mail delayment, which is how they literally made me homeless. To exploit the homelessness, to exploit me. Illegal syndicated probate control for racketeering. It's violations to the extreme of the RICO Act, RICO. Absolutely, it's racketeering, ladies and gentlemen. They're schemes brought about by organized crime members in the system at every level, federal, state, county, and city. And prosecutors are lawyers. You know, in closing, I strongly suggest you go to Google right now and type in Jan, J-A-N, Goldsmith, San Diego prosecutor, California Family Coalition, concerning how they're suing Jan Goldsmith for racketeering, using the courts to achieve their objectives. And Jan Goldsmith's office is the very office that's prosecuting me now for an illegal lodging ticket that I got on August 9, 2015. And during that event, I literally caught a San Diego Park Ranger admit that it was retaliation on video. So if you want to witness some of the evidence concerning what's happening to me, which is in your face, indisputable, literally black and white, undisputable, in your face evidence that I'm being gang stalked and what's happening to me and even why, go to Google right now and type in UCSD and Law Library. I'll repeat that. UCSD and Law Library are the networking gang stalking. Now, I will say this in closing. There are a couple things that because perpetrators will hack into your blog and put things in it that you didn't put in it. They will take things out that you did put in it. In fact, I was just on, you can go to Google and type in Clyde Lewis Ground Zero National Radio Show, and then look in the Listen Now feature on his website. Scroll down to Listen To on SoundCloud, and then scroll through his archive shows. I was literally just on his show again on September 1st, 2015, literally because they were they were covering a specific topic about how certain corrupt elements in the government will engage in what is known as discrediting campaigns, deflection campaigns against whistleblowers and other people they view as threats. So I called up the show and was on it again. So go to that show, September 1st, 2015, Ground Zero, Clyde Lewis, and go to his website in order to, once you bring up his website, there's a feature that runs along the row towards the top of his website. Click on where it says Listen Now. Once you bring that up, scroll down to where it says Listen Now on SoundCloud. Click on that. And then once that comes up, scroll through the archive shows and you'll see it. You'll see the September 1st show. And then when he says, we're now going to Leslie in San Diego, that's me. Also pay attention. I have been on that show on numerous other occasions, and those SoundCloud, those radio show SoundCloud links of me being on previous shows are pasted in that blog. I strongly suggest. I've been on national radio shows exposing what's happening to me. You would not believe who I am and what I know. And I want to tell you the truth, and I can look you straight in the eye and tell you it. The individuals that are doing this to me, I do not know at any type of personal level, acquaintance level, friendship level, intimate level. In other words, they're complete strangers, but I definitely, absolutely am identifying absolutely the places that I've been gang stalked at here in San Diego and in Yucca Valley, California, when I went out there for 1 week and then came back, and a lot of massive amounts of evidence. So just go to that blog, see what's happening to me. I'm a human trafficking target as well. Now, if anything happens and I get put in jail on 9/24/2013, which is the arraignment date concerning the August 9th, 2015 illegal lodging ticket that I got in Rose Canyon, the event that the park rangers said right on video was retaliation as a result of me tweeting Chief Zimmerman evidence of me being gang stalked, I tweeted her evidence 22 hours later. They came to my hiking area. How did they know where I was? So go to that blog, research it, see what's happening to me, and you will indisputably walk away thinking to yourself, this is nothing but complete bullshit in reference to not only what's happening to me, but the corruption that surrounds it. I'm not involved in any illegal or criminal activity whatsoever. I'm a practicing Christian, obedient Christian woman. I'm not involved in any type of illegal behavior. And that was actually the purpose of this blog. Why are so many homeless men and individuals that absolutely look like they're involved in illegal activity standing around me at places I go to kill time, like at grocery stores, gas stations, bus stops, including where I have lunch at when I go to 7-Eleven downtown, after I go to the law library, or go to the San Diego City Hall, or go to MTS Transit Store, which is MTS Bus Routes, which is dedicated to Metropolitan Transportation Services, to update my bus pass. Alcoholics, drug addicts, punks are massively standing around me at a Vons grocery store, Ross grocery store, where I take cigarette breaks outside of the law library, where I go to eat my lunch at downtown San Diego. Once I leave the law library and then go to 7-Eleven, and then after I buy my lunch at 7-Eleven, I go across the street and eat my lunch. Now, when you look at how this might happen to you once or twice, you might think, well, maybe it's just, kind of weird. Okay, but everywhere you go, a gas station where I go to get coffee at. So what I'm doing is predicting it right now. That's right. If anybody ever tries to imply that I know specific types of people, or that I personally know them in any way, shape, or form, or are connected to them, it will be a complete lie. And the reason why I'm stating this is this. I've been experiencing this crime now since 2001, openly. I became aware that what I was experiencing was gang stalking on June 9, 2009. As a result of exhaustive research and extensive experience, from the research, I have read numerous blogs, YouTube comments, and YouTube videos concerning that other targets are complaining about drug addicts being propped up around them. Absolutely. Google that. And you'll see I'm telling you the truth, right? I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California. If I'm arrested for illegal lodging before the 24th of September 2015, it will be directly connected to gang stalking. If I am put in jail because of the ticket that I got on August 9th, 2015, I'll lose my Social Security, I'll lose my Social Services, because I'm up for a review right before that arraignment date. Okay? And so that way, then when I get released, I have nothing. And if they steal my money, my bus card, my food stamp card, my evidence, my cameras, my phones, my cash, my American Express gift cards while I'm in jail, okay, it will be directly connected to gang stalking. And I already know they do that based on something that occurred on November 10th, 2014, and things I've read online concerning what's happened to other targets. I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California. Thank you for listening, everybody. I do appreciate it. I'm just telling everybody what's happening to me, I mean, I don't know how my videos are being perceived, but I'm just trying my best to expose what's happening to me so you can investigate these crimes, at least to keep yourself safe. Thank you for listening. Have a good day now, okay? Bye.